Do you want to wear headphones or no?
Oh, yeah, you want to put them on? I didn't see you had yours on.
I feel like I'm alone here in headphone land.
Yeah, it is weird, huh?
Now you're back.
It's like when you put a condom on and then the other person's just still looking at their phone. And you're like, oh, this is weird. And the person, I mean, is a woman, too.
Jesus Christ, you gotta tell everybody, huh?
Well, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
If there was a pill that they could give you that would eliminate your need for sleep, you would have 8 whole more hours to do whatever you want during the day. Like, imagine if you didn't get tired like that.
I don't want that.
You don't want that?
No, because what I'm going to end up doing is there's no way if I had 8 more hours I wouldn't cheat on my wife. I don't have a wife, but if you gave me 8 more hours in a day, dude.
That would be it.
It would be.
Where were they again? In France?
Wiggers, I think they called them.
No, Wiggers are white people that wish they were black. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah. We had the first one at our school growing up, and they put him in learning disabled classes. How crazy is that?
Ever? Yeah. You guys had the first one ever? I doubt it.
We had one of the first 60 or 70. This was probably 1992.
No, dude. Vanilla Ice was around in the 80s.
But nobody'd seen anything like this boy, Brian Purvis, bro.
Brian Purvis?
Yeah.
Tell me about Brian.
Just blowing. Dude, they put him. He was just always blowing menthols, bro. And he would.
Oh, it's the menthols.
He wore a Charlotte Hornet starter pullover jacket.
No. Did he have Cools? Did he smoke Cools too?
Dude, he smoked whatever, bro.
Newports?
He would get cheaper cigarettes and then write the name of them on the side, right? Like he came in hot. And but he was always dribbling an invisible basketball.
No.
And they put him in class with the mentally handicapped kids. So you'd have at lunchtime, you'd have, a kid in a wheelchair, you'd have, a kid with DS, you'd have that, kind of blind kid with the stick, and then you'd have him just dribbling an invisible basketball, bro. They're like, he's mentally handicapped. I'm like, he likes boys to men, bro. He's fine, And he dropped out after 8th grade. My friend Dave got pushed off a boat and he got hit by it. When we went over him, he got pushed off the front.
Oh, jeez.
And it hit him.
Where did it hit him?
I'm not sure. He wasn't that great to start off with, but it didn't help him. But I don't think it harmed him much.
But meanwhile, guys generally carry more than women do, right? I guess not. Women carry makeup and stuff.
And guys have their nuts too, which is in a little bag, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
So it's almost like your dick has like a little purse. But I find that the moon, say we went to the moon seemed like something Delta could get to if you really think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Delta Airlines?
Yeah, like if they...
Not Southwest though, right?
I mean...
They seem a little shaky.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit shaky on there. Some of the people on there are wearing shorts. You know what I'm saying? When you get on. I don't trust anybody in shorts, especially at church.
You cannot be transracial.
Yeah. Dude, if I could just sprout brother in the afternoon, bro, I would do it. Yeah, just to try it out.
Wow, you're great at being white.
Just those long muscles and just...
Long muscles?
Yeah, I feel like you like...
That's racist. All black people don't have long muscles. Mike Tyson had short muscles.
Well, even those short, long muscles that he had, though, man. Bro, I'd be anything. That's like the Lamborghini of bodies. When you see a black guy, you're like, damn, bro.
You think so?
Bro.
But they lost me with those ballads that they were doing for those love movies.
I needed that though.
Did you?
Yeah, I was that emo Nemo, bro. I was swimming around in my own tears a little bit when I was a kid. This guy I knew was having sex with this girl, and like the rest of us were just kind of being lonely outside of his room. And we went on the balcony. We went on the...
I just picture you. How many guys are outside of the room being lonely?
3 guys.
So one guy's in there getting his freak on, and everybody else is outside.
Oh, the sound, yeah. And because of the sound, you feel so much lonelier, So... And we went outside on the balcony to, like, one guy was out there smoking a cigarette, and so then he starts listening to the sex through the window. Then he comes back in, he's like, you guys got to come in here, Chucky's doing some work in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, it's worth coming out, It's almost like if you hear a good song, like, hey, guys.
Right.
So we went out, and the guy leaned too close on the window and fell right through the fucking pane glass, dude.
No.
Cut himself up, and then all of a sudden it's all exposed, and they're in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You take those pills, they're not going to invite you to that cookout. You still got no friends.
Yeah, you're just at home on pills, dude. I've done it.
You go deep, huh?
Oh, dude.
But you're that dude. You go deep with whatever the fuck you're doing.
I like to get right on the fucking... I like to be a peeping Tom if I can. I'll watch your whole family eat dinner. I used to love that shit.
On
boy.
coke?
Huh?
On coke?
On anything. Boy, I love to watch a family eat from the distance. You know, I remember when I was young, the government, we tried to get the government, somebody kept throwing dead animals in our ditch, right?
What?
And,
What?
yeah, on
What
McGee
kind of
Street.
animals?
Carcasses. Nothing you'd shoot, I don't think. You know? Yeah, hefty raccoons, dogs, things like that. I think it was somebody who had like a mild veterinary type of thing going on, and they would, on the way home, they would dump the animals. And they dumped them in our neighborhood.
A mild veterinary thing.
Anyway, so we call the government and be like, come get these fucking bones out of here. Because, you know, there'd be kids out there fucking playing with them. You know, you got kids out there beating each other with damn tibias and fucking humming caustics at each other and stuff. And, you know, because it's in the ditch.
Right.
And so, anyway, I was never a big fan of government after that, right?
What the fuck did the government ever do with that? With the ditch?
What'd you ask me about?
Okay.
And if we'd have been in live in a fancy neighborhood, they would have come and got it.
Right. They would have taken care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this ties back into what we were just talking about, which was, do you remember what that was?
Why you moved to Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would never want.
Are you going to help us out there?
Yeah, to make taxes, Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I've never had a strong affinity for a lot of government. So anyway,
Right.
I think that was in me since I was a child, you know. So when I started making money, I was like, I don't want to give all my money to the government.
Right.
I don't know, dude.
I don't
If
think
you're
that's a
stuck
good snack.
somewhere,
Yeah.
You're
The last
telling me
thing
you're
was
stuck in
gonna
an
die
avalanche.
and people are going to find you. I think he ate his own cum before he died.
I'd
That's
write
going to
a
be a
note.
thing that people try to hide.
I'd write a note that says I only had a little. That's what I would put on it, I think. But I'm not dying on an empty stomach. I mean, you know, you'd have to have something.
Yeah.
Well, they're aerodynamic too. You ever seen a Dutch person?
They're big.
Well, and also they're extremely. If you look at their faces, they're extremely aerodynamic.
So you think they travel through space better? Is that what you're saying?
I think if you taped like one to the front of a plane, it wouldn't.
Rhonda Patrick had something. She tweeted about that a couple of days ago, I believe.
Oh, there's some mud rats out there that have no genes almost. I feel like.
Like mud rat humans?
Yeah, just people that are just smoking their own dicks out there who have no real idea.
All right, I'll ask you again. I'll do it in a girl's voice. Maybe it'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
Theo, are you ready to be a real man with me?
Fuck yeah.
Nope. Not buying it at all.
Damn, dude, what?
Not buying it at all. If I was a cop, I'd arrest you for lying.
Oh, come on, bro. Like, I've wanted more people to kill people.
Just so you have more of those shows to watch.
I hate to say that.
There's plenty of stories from the past.
No,
You
I've
don't
seen them
need
all. They
new ones.
repackage them. Everybody knows it, bro. We
You need
need
new content.
we need people to freaking. That happened, but I took some mushrooms one time to a party in high school because I grew up in an area where you could just get mushrooms. I mean, psychedelic mushrooms grew on everything. They grew on your fucking cousin's back if you took a long enough nap, you know? So we would ride out and go get them. I remember one time getting a trash bag of probably about 35 pounds of mushrooms, right? So we picked all day. And one time a golden retriever came running at us across this field and we thought he was pissed because we were tripping. And then he got to us. We ran for like a half mile. He got to us finally. We're crawling away from him thinking he's evil. And he just fucking loved us and licked us. I took that bag of mushrooms to that party.
Right.
And a bunch of people ate them who'd never had them before.
Uh-oh.
And then we played a game of hide and go seek, right? I was like,
Oh, no.
dude.
You hide in another dimension.
I was like, I'll count. You guys go hide, right?
Oh, no.
And I never went to fucking look for him. That was the end of that, bro. I never seen one dude, this boy Timothy, I never seen that dude again.
Like a hot 40-year-old goes to the gym. That's my kind of girl.
Ooh, yeah. I'm trying to think of if I've made love to anybody like that in my life.
Very sharp.
We had a dude try to fast himself out of being gay, I remember one time.
How many days?
I think he did almost 40 days or 20-something days. We're used to that, you know.
Well, a lot of people have a really hard time delaying gratitude.
Yeah.
Which is why they overeat,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
why they don't exercise, which is why they take pills. They want it now.
Jerking off even.
Yeah?
The number one.
Is that your number one?
I mean, it has definitely for my 20s.
Do you try not to look at porn?
Yeah.
How's that go?
I mean, it's gone better. Dude, one time we
Schizophrenic breaks.
we did some LSD, right? We were children, right? And so we went to the Waffle House because it was open, you know? Mm-hmm. Like when you were on drugs and you were a kid, you basically, like, that's the downside of having any place that stays open all night. Is like, people are going to come there.
They're all on drugs. No one's sober at Waffle House.
Right? So we get there, dude, and we're in there, and my buddy starts laughing so hard, he's like kind of convulsing a little bit, my buddy Scott, and the waiter was a black gentleman and a gay guy, and we never seen a gay black dude, right? So anyway, he starts doing the Heimlich maneuver on my buddy, right? And he wasn't choking, he was just losing his shit because he was so fucking geeked up on LSD, right? So, bro.
So this dude's doing a Heimlich and he's not even choking?
He's not even fucking choking.
Did you tell him he wasn't choking?
I couldn't speak. I was laughing so fucking hard. It was unreal, dude.
And then how did he figure out that your buddy wasn't choking?
Bro. I think I disappeared and just woke up in the 6th grade. Dude, one time I was on this bus, man. I used to go work at this farm in the summer. And so I would take the bus up there to Greyhound. And they had this dude on there. He's sitting on there and next to me. And he's like, hey, you want to see something? And I thought it was going to be his dick, you know? Because, you know, it's a freaking Greyhound bus.
He says, yeah.
But and I said no the first couple of times, but the trip got longer, and I was like, all right, fuck it, you know, yeah, I'll see it. He opened up, he had a bag of jewelry and a gun. He had robbed a jewelry store before he got on the bus.
Christ, and he wanted you to see it?
He just wanted, I think he wanted to kind of take some of the pressure off of him by sharing it with somebody else. You know, so suddenly, I think he's like, you know, I got an accomplice or something. And then he even said, like, oh, we should get off at this next stop. And I'm like, I'm not in this shit.
Real friendly people.
If I die, or whenever I die, I am going to, I want the last person I see to be Filipino.
Really?
Easily. Who do you want to see, you think?
Why Filipino?
You telling me you're dying, right? You're
right.
Like, oh, gosh. And then some guys are like, hello, my name's Joey. Oh, and then one time I went into a place and the lady's like, this is the strongest one they got. This bitch is the strongest. She's like, every hit is like smoking 5 cigarettes. That's what she would say, dude. Look. And then she would fucking hit it, and no joke, her hair would curl, dude.
Smoke's coming out of her ears.
Yeah, like, oh, I'd see him. I wouldn't watch for long, but I would.
You watching through the window?
No, I'd sneak out to the kitchen because the computer was kind of in the kitchen. They had a nice house.
Right.
And the computer, I'd have to elbow crawl over to the fridge. Then, bro, I would have to open the fridge a little, reach in with my hand and press that light thing so the light wouldn't come on. Then open the door the rest of the way and fish for a snack. And he's over there just in the glow of that screen, bro. And that's back when the monitors were big, you know, and he's just over there just looking for the devil. But man, I love what you said about Joey Diaz, dude. I found myself watching him the other night, and before I knew it, I was out of my seat like this, bro.
Fist bumping.
Like I was at the end of Rudy. Like it was the end of fucking... And I'd never done that. Everybody, I think, wants to be a little bit black. Wow. If you could have a pint of black blood right now, or African American, yeah. Yeah, you seem a little tribal.
Tribal?
Yeah, bro. Have you ever seen yourself? Yeah, dude. You're fucking the closest thing we have to like, yeah, man, I think so. Yes. Blatantly obvious. Dude, you got dead ass. To me, the hard part for me is when they say that the universe keeps expanding, you know?
Yeah.
It sounds like something a child would say. That part sounds fiction to me. Like it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. You're like, what? It sounds like something like my 4-year-old nephew would say if like he won't go to sleep at night. I talked to your buddy Eddie Bravo, and that guy is a real.
He's out there.
He's like a deaf Jack Russell almost, you know?
A deaf Jack Russell?
Yeah, because once he gets going, you can't.
Oh, Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. You ever been around one of those dogs? You open the car, and then the next thing you know, they're at the. Yeah. They're like sick. Yeah.
But how's he deaf?
Because you can't get him back. Like once he goes, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't get him back in the car.